Howdy everybody, Nash and Joe with the Tampa Drain Dudes. Today we're here in Wesley Chapel. We've got a pretty big drain install. We're going around this whole house. You can see the yard just got torn up. They just had a pool put in. And out here in the backyard, there's even more of a mess, which is our favorite thing to dig in, because we don't have to clean up and be as neat. Joe, what are we doing? What's going on?
Well, we're essentially putting in a horseshoe around this house. We're going to start from this back where you see the catch basins. It's going to come along and down all the way out to the street, and the other side is going to be almost an exact mirror of that.
So
pretty
much
a big horseshoe.
This house behind is uphill, so they're getting water coming under this fence. You can see it's hitting. We don't want it soaking up underneath this pool, cracking the foundation around it. So we're going to be putting in about 6 catch basins on this backside to catch that surface water before it gets under. We'll be running some on the sides here as well to catch some of the rain runoff from this pool deck, from this channel drain as well. That's awesome. Beautiful channel drain. That's exciting. I know you guys are probably like, it's just a channel drain, but it's a big solid channel drain, not a 1-inch, and that's exciting to us. We're going to be connecting all of these downspouts. That way they can get 2 drain systems in one pretty much. And we're running it by there anyway, so we might as well. Let's get to it. Another day of beautiful weather. We are absolutely moving on this job. Look at Joe go. Speed. Got this whole backside dug out. Granted, this is like play sand. This is the most beautiful thing. While it's easy to come out, it is also very easy to accidentally step on the side and it just collapses back in. So that's terribly annoying. But once we're getting deeper in, it's getting a little more wet, a little more solid. So it's getting easier as we go. Joe's already trenched out this whole line. Coming over on this side, if I can do this without tripping and filling our hole. You can see it's going wonky. Why didn't you guys dig a straight line? Well, we've got pipes, wires, pumps, all kinds of stuff we need to avoid while also keeping good slope going downhill. We don't want any bellies in this line. Coming around this side, start getting back into all these roots. This is where it'll be a catch basin right here, so we can catch the water coming off this channel drain right here. Here's where it'll get a little tricky. A couple pool pumps, got some electrical lines. Hopefully they ran it nice and clean. Looks like they did. Above ground, so hopefully below ground it's the same line. Today we're probably just going to take it to this fence right here. On the other side we're going to try to go all the way down. Then we'll come back tomorrow and complete the drain. But who knows? Maybe we'll just be feeling it today and we'll go all the way. Time for your pro tip of the day. Guys, whenever you are digging near pipes, if you're worried about poking them, exploding them, because most of them are under pressure, these shovels are super sharp right here at the tips. Normally, whenever we're trenching, you want that perpendicular to the horizon. That way, whenever you step down and use that leverage to pull back on that shovel, you can remove as much dirt as you need to with ease. Whenever you are by pipes, we don't want it as steep. You step down like that on a pipe, gonna let you know. Come a lot more level with the horizon and shave it like ice cream. It's gonna take longer, but when you tap a pipe, you're gonna tap it and you're gonna slide over it rather than dive into it. We don't want to dive into new pool pumps because we don't want to pay for new pool pumps. We're trying to make money, not lose money. Pretty self-explanatory tip today, but it's an important one. All right, we're getting this first side done here. Just doing this first half. Once we backfill, we're gonna put in a bunch of water around this, because once the water hits the sand, there's pockets in there. It's gonna create voids, and then we'll backfill again. Coming here to this first catch basin under the channel drain. See how much lower it is? Nothing wrong with that. We gotta do that to keep slope. We are going to be putting a riser on here, and we'll show you how to do that. Got this back corner backfilled. Joe's moving along this side here. Got this downspout wide in. Keeping proper slope. Had to put in another riser pipe. All we do, take a 6-inch pipe, cut it to length, and it drops right in. This is what was left over. Fits like a glove. Now we can keep level, move in the right direction. Alright, we have made our way down this side now. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this part. If you've got a downspout with a bunch of wires, conduit, pipe, anything that prevents you from running our normal line and connecting it directly, we don't want to have a black hose just shooting out here, making our way down into our line. You can just use a simple catch basin, space it out a little bit. If you do this catch basin, make sure you have a bowl and it's at the bottom of that. That way when this water comes out, it pools and goes into the catch basin, not over the edge and downhill. I also suggest doing some drainage rock around the catch basin. This water comes out at a high rate and will completely erode the dirt around the catch basin if it's soft soil. So make sure you either have some good solid grass growing around it or put some drainage rock around the catch basin itself. All we did was wire it right here to this line coming. And we'll continue working our way down the line after lunch. Joe's building sandcastles down there. That's what I do. I'm a sandcastle guy. Sandcastle guy Joe. Last week he was gardener Joe. This week, sandcastle guy Joe. When was I, Gar?
Several bad puns later.
Second catch basin in. Gardener Joe doing his thing. All right, just dug the sidewalk out. Just made a bunch of ground coming down the main line. Got these 2 drip lines. Always tie in drip lines.
I'm the quarterback, you moron.
I know they are just drip lines, but they put out a lot of water when they're going every second of every minute of every day, all year. It's a lot of water in them. It's quick, it's easy. Catch basin to both, wide into your line. Okay, we are moving down the line. We got the drip lines tied in. Backfilling in certain spots, that way this pipe doesn't bubble whenever we are connecting the next downspouts. Working our way down. Remember, always use Y's to keep that water flow going. If you use a T, it's going to cause a vortex. You're not going to have good enough flow. Downspout tied in, coming down. Goes backfilling where we went under the sidewalk. If you burrow under the sidewalk, try to remove as little amount of soil as you can. When you backfill, go in there with your hands, reach as far as you can, compact it as much as you can. A little bit of water if you need to. Just make sure you have enough soil. That way, 6 months down the line, this sidewalk doesn't crack.
Because crack is whack.
All right, we have backfilled this side, finished up on this side. We are early on schedule. So we're gonna go ahead and do the hard part, is go under the sidewalk. That way when we come back tomorrow, we're just right behind this fence here. Now that side we didn't have any sod to remove. This side we do, so that'll take a little bit more time. But we're already trenched right here. Just got to drop that pipe in. Only one downspout to connect over here, but we do need to watch out for gas lines, electrical lines, fiber lines on this side. If we can get under that sidewalk today, tomorrow all we got to do is dig careful. All right, now that we started on this side, we get a lot of people asking us whenever we do under these sidewalk tutorials. Jetters are great. Using our tool, which is basically a low pressure jetter, it's great. Taking with shovels, that sucks, it's tiring, but it's great. Yes, you can use drills. The reason we don't want to, sometimes we get irrigation lines right up along this edge of the concrete. That's right about the level where we'd probably send a drill through. And we don't want to hit the reclaimed line or any irrigation lines or any fiber lines that are ran under this, which is why we like to do it by hand. That being said, this one's going to be a pain in the buns to go under even with shovels. Might have just enough space to make that. If not, we're just going to have to dig deep today. All right, turn the jetter on. We got nice soil today. Went right through. Joe's just cleaning off the top now. See if we can't get a shot of that. So are you.
I'm doing a job.
Shh. Look at that slop. Man, I should first stop. Hey, man. Okay, we got that front area backfilled. Just set the sod back on here. Done for today. We'll come back bright and early and finish up this last length from here to right there. Take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to trench it, put the pipe in, backfill, connect to downspout or two, and maybe a catch basin. And And this will be another one for the books. See you tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, day 2. All we got to do is this straight line here from basically me to where Joe is. We already crossed this side of the sidewalk. It's definitely chilly out this morning. But just, you know, being the dudes we are, we scheduled like 8 quotes after this, so we really got to get it done. So I'm not going to film too much, just going to knock it out. All right, got this trench dug. Nice depth, good slope. We did come across the internet lines. Normally you can sneeze at these things and they'll crack in half. Today we got lucky, and whoever installed it didn't completely put it under the sod, so I saw it while we were digging and was able to pull them up. Oh God, now it's gonna trip me. Now I'll tear it. Just gotta connect our line all the way up here to where we left off yesterday. Always recommend dropping in a catch basin at the corners of these fences. These PVC fences, once the grass grows and the soil builds up around them, they pretty much act as a dam. They catch all the water that's flowing down from this way if it's not already in the line, and will gather here. So we always like to put a catch basin right here. That way it doesn't pool in this area. Joe just abandoned me. We went to get tile tape because we ran out of tile tape. We've got some roots down here at the end, so we're gonna tape those connections. And I guess I'll put the pipe in. Start backfilling. Backfilled back there, up front. Left this little section because we still got to connect to this downspout. This one's going to be a little tricky. We got irrigation gas lines, internet lines, all kinds of stuff going on under here. So we got to be careful. Well, there was just a ton of stuff underground. Do not want to take any chances breaking, busting any lines. And obviously this gathers in the corner here at this fence, so we just drop the catch basin in. That way if any water's coming from down here as well, it'll take care of that. Teed it into our line. Just putting on the emitters. We'll get back up. Hey guys, Nash here with the Drain Dudes. As I'm doing this editing, I realized we didn't film a closeout, so this is me filming the closeout now. Hopefully this entertained you. If not, hopefully it at least informed you and the slightest bit for some exterior drainage content. Like, subscribe to the channel for more of it, and you guys have a good weekend.